play with that. I mean, Space 220, another great lounge over there that, kids are allowed. Man, I wonder if they're going to have like an adult entertainment section in there, something 21 and older to get in.
I peeked up right there.
Princess on a pole.
Yeah. There's a black light show for you.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't think they're going to do that.
Princess Down Under.
Princess Down.
Just the fact that they say that, though, I mean, like, you got to be 21 to enter. That's...
Hey, this is Adasa, the voice of Dolores from Disney's Encanto, and you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Rachel. And before I go, because I am the voice of Dolores, I gotta say, hey, grew to live in fear of Bruno stuttering and stumbling. I can always hear him sort of muttering and mumbling. I associate him with the sound of falling sand. Stay tuned for more.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way. Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast. They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana. And on this show, we invite you to feel the libations.
Feel it, feel it.
We are artistic buffs and not artistic cream puffs. This is the show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find this. In this episode, Rachel is back with the latest news to help you plan for your next theme park vacation.
I know, it's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute. We're so glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
Hey, look, this isn't your typical polish practice Pixie Dust and Dizzy podcast. No way. We are not in Epcot every day, letting you know that the Rose and Crown Pub will be unable to serve draft drinks for the next 2 months.
I read that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what now?
I'll go through more later. I'll jibber jab it a little bit more later. Yeah.
Okay. That's right, Kev, because we're just here to drink, talk some Disney, and listen to Disney and Universal battle it out for your summer dollars.
Right. And you listeners have the easy part. All you guys and girls have to do is to listen up to what we think up while we drink up.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Rachel.
Also, you can leave a rating or review on Apple Podcasts and or wherever you access our show. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode of the Magic Our Way podcast. Also, we want to thank our Patreon supporters for all that they do for us. And before we get into it, I did want to jibber jabber a little bit about this Rose and Crown thing. I don't know if you guys heard it.
I have not. Wait, what again?
I thought you were joking. Like,
No, I'm not joking. And this is funny because I'm going to go through a couple of the articles that have been out there. But long story of it is they're getting a new keg system at the Rose and Crown Pub.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you know the Rose and Crown Pub and the pub. Not the pug. The dog's fine.
I'm not drinking the dog.
Yeah, I'm not drinking out of
no
dog's mouth.
No, the dog is fine. The pub is undergoing a renovation. They're getting a new keg system.
Oh.
If you know this bar in UK, it's a pretty popular bar right next to the fish and chips cart.
Sure.
Or people would say the fish and chips cart's right next to Rose and Crown. I digress. But anyway, they're getting a new keg system and it's shutting down their keg system, shutting down the whole place for months. So they're not serving draft drinks, but they're serving like canned drinks and stuff, which kind of defeats the whole ambiance and feel of Rose and Crown.
Yes.
Right?
That is just
Definitely.
Rose and Can.
Rose and Can. That's exactly what it is. Rose and Can Pub. But so that's the latest news that's come out about 6 days ago or so.
Wow.
This is the last time we recorded that they're coming through a refurbishment soon. Actually, I think it's very, very soon.
I have a Guinness. Here's a Budweiser.
Yeah, here you go. They couldn't get the bar rescue guy to come in. Like, I watched that show. He fixes things at least 45 minutes. They got a whole new bar after that. I mean,
They're basically, speaking of bar, they're basically setting up like one of those portable, it looks like a thin table with a drape over it with the umbrellas kind of thing as a standby bar, which won't serve anything draft. It'll be just all cans while the Rose and Crown is shut down.
That's terrible.
For a new keg system. Yeah, it is lame. You're absolutely right.
You're going to refrigerate cans. You can't have cans outside.
It's going to be an ice, baby.
Too cold.
That's
Too
terrible.
cold. That's right. It's funny.
Not cold enough.
Yeah, no doubt this is hitting the Disney fan universe. And I just got to go through some of these things because I did a Google search on this because I was like, what? And then I got a bunch of different titles of how people like lure you in to read this article.
Okay.
So this is Blog Mickey's and it says temporary bar set up for multi-month Rose and Crown Pub refurbishment Epcot. Okay, no problem, right?
Hmm.
That's pretty straightforward.
It's a lot of words.
Walt Disney World News Today says Rose and Crown Pub unable to serve draft beer and cider for over 2 months at Epcot. Okay. A little more gravitas, but not a lot, right?
It's dramatic.
Inside the Magic, draft beer officially suspended at Disney Park for months.
I'm reading that. Why was it suspended?
It's
What did
amazing.
they do?
Disney Food Blog, or DisneyDining.com. I'm sorry, not Food Blog. DisneyDining.com says, say goodbye to beer, for now, at one of Disney's most popular parks.
Wow. Say goodbye to
Say
beer.
goodbye to beer, yeah.
That's good to know yellow journalism still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta spice it up a little bit.
And the last one, this is my favorite. Disney Fanatic. Beer eradicated from Disney Park. No notice available to
Eradicated.
guests.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Hey.
Beer eradicated.
I know this is serious because it's Rose and Crown, because that's what they're known for. But I just had to read those on air during our trivia because that just made me laugh like the Dickens. It's like, oh, come on. Eradicated.
Eradicated.
No notice given to guests, but it's been eradicated.
I mean, wow, they could do like a half. I don't know. I don't own a bar, but they could do like a half draft system. Like I get you got to clean out pipes, I guess, and stuff. It's rusty.
Yes, I don't know how that works.
I'm thinking, I've seen that bar rescue stuff. So yeah, if you don't take care of it, that stuff gets like gross,
Nasty, right? Yeah.
foamy.
I can
You don't
see
want that. But I mean, dang, you can't buy like a mini system.
A porta keg?
So I don't know, something.
They
Like,
can just buy kegs and pump it like you do at keggers.
Yeah.
Like they do at parties.
that's like going to
Greek
Popeyes
parties.
and they're like, we ain't got chicken. It's eradicated.
The chicken's been eradicated
Chicken eradicated? What you mean?
for months.
Is it spicy or mild? Which one?
No,
I did go to Starbucks and Universal one time, and I ordered an iced coffee, and they were like, "We're out." It was like, "You're Starbucks. What? You're out of iced coffee?" They're like, "Yeah, sorry." They could do like espresso drinks, but no iced coffee.
Were they out of
What
the
is this?
coffee or the ice?
I think the coffee, because they could make me an iced latte.
Okay,
but
so
I was
now-
just like, "What?
Wow.
That's wild." And I had, you know how those lines are at
Yeah.
those theme park at Starbucks. I was like, I waited in line this long for you to be out of iced coffee. Like, put up a sign or something.
That's a good point. Put up a
You
sign.
waited, and waited.
Coffee
The
eradicated.
deluge.
Coffee eradicated at Universal Park.
Eradicated for months.
For months.
Time undisclosed.
No notice to
my
guests.
gosh.
No notice to guests.
That's right.
Sorry, you just asked out. It's eradicated.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to share that with y'all because I was preparing for the show and was like, this is hilarious.
Well, hopefully they put it in defunct land now. The
The old kegs are now.
it's all in defunct land.
I like that. That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
man.
Nostalgia land and stuff.
So there you go, Rachel. You're gonna have to tell some guests about Rose and Crown if that was on their to-do list.
I mean,
Jeez.
listen, I'm really nervous about the onslaught of cancellations I'm about to receive. Sorry.
yeah.
No draft beer at Rose and Crown. We're not going.
I got to write that headline for Rachel overwhelmed with cancellation.
Yes, exactly.
Due to eradication of
Overwhelmed.
beer.
Restrictions.
Yeah.
You think they'll eradicate the prices down? That might help them a little bit since all
Beer
they're gonna
has been
serve is
evicted.
canned. Yeah.
Evicted.
Yes.
You're out of here, beer. What did I do? Doesn't matter. You're gone.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay. That's intense.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Look. So enough of our jibber jabber about the beer. Let's go ahead and check out the latest in travel news. Welcome to the Hub, the main topic segment of our show. And as I mentioned in the intro, we have a lot of travel related news, things to help you plan your summer vacations, which are right around the corner. So many things happening. And of course, Rachel is here to give us the rundown. So I'm going to turn it over to our
I am.
trusty travel agent. So where are you taking us? Where are we going first?
Well, so we had a lot of news come out this week about a lot of different things. But there was a ton of promotional deals that were released. So I thought we would start with that. There's lots of different promotions. So what I always tell people is you have to think about the kind of trip that you want and which one fits you and the vacation that you want the best. So I'll start off with the first one. The first offer is there's one of these in early summer and also in late summer. It is up to 30% off of rooms. So the early summer offer is you have to stay 5 consecutive nights or longer. And it's most nights from May 1st to July 31st. And then the late summer room offer is also 5 consecutive nights or longer from August 1st to October 11th. So it really runs most of the summer through October 11th, which is when a lot of people start their fall breaks and such.
Is this their typical 30% off deluxe, 20-something% off of moderate?
25% off. But it's actually like they're not breaking it up based on category, right? So the 30% off is a lot of deluxe resorts. So that's pretty much standard.
Okay.
And then the 25% off is All-Star Sports, Animal Kingdom Villas, Art of Animation Family Suites, Coronado Springs, Polynesian, and Port Orleans, French Quarter, and Riverside.
Now, why the 25%? Are they just trying to get people to stay there because no one wants to?
Yeah. So that 25% off category to me speaks to this is either deluxe resorts that are very popular, so we're dropping it down, or it is value and moderate resorts that are not very popular, so we're dropping it up, raising it up.
Right.
Because the low category is 20% or 15% off if it's a shorter stay, so like under 5 nights. And then that is the campsites, All-Star Movies, All-Star Music, Art of Animation, Little Mermaid, Caribbean Beach, and Pop Century.
Oh, so Art of Animation, just the Little Mermaid rooms?
Is in the lowest tier of discount. And then the family suites are in the middle tier because our Little Mermaid is more popular than the family suites.
Mm-hmm.
You think this help you with your possible trip?
I think what it does usually is either I'm able to apply it to folks' vacations and save them money, or when I quote people because they are looking to stay, sometime between now and October 11th, it just helps me give them a lower price point to start with. And so they are more interested in booking than they would be if I came out with like a rack rate sometimes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I don't know. Vacations are a little bit different than regular things that you would have promotions on, right? Like if I'm going to buy new clothes and I see that Old Navy is doing a 50% off of whatever I'm looking for, jeans or whatever, I'm now like, okay, you know what? I'm going to look at jeans and buy them, even though I don't need them for a couple of months or whatever. I just know that on the horizon here, I'm going to want jeans and they're on sale. So I'm going to do it. I don't think Disney promotions are like that. It doesn't tend to get people interested in a vacation. It tends to get people who are already thinking about it and willing to book to be a little bit more willing. It becomes a little bit easier of a sell. But I don't see people like, oh, geez, now that Disney's running a promo, all of a sudden I want to take a vacation. It doesn't usually work that way.
Well, maybe that's because every single one of their promotions, there's always that Sophie's choice of,
I know.
Hey, I can save on the room, but I'm paying full price on the tickets. I can save on the tickets, but now I'm paying full price on the room. There's always
some, yeah.
It's like Jigsaw from the Saw movies came up with these promotions. Yeah.
That is true.
Your wallet can only go one way.
But you can. So that deal I was just talking about is a room only offer. So you can pair it with the ticket deals that came out. So there are also ticket deals that came out.
Oh.
Yeah. One of them is 50% off of kids tickets. Now, kids are just ages 3 to 9. So don't get excited there, parents, if you have a kid who's 10 or older.
But say
they don't count.
They're not a kid.
They don't count.
Right.
What are they still doing living at home? They should be out in the world.
Work.
But yeah, if you get a ticket for 3 days or longer, it's 50% off for your child age 3 to 9 from May 27th to September 20th. So that totally overlaps with the room offer.
So you can get both.
Yeah. My understanding is you cannot package them together, but what you could do is buy a standalone room package and then also buy your tickets on the promotional rate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could get both of those deals. The other deal on tickets that came out is my favorite one that comes out. They've done it for the last few years, really since the pandemic. They do a summer ticket deal. And last year there were 2 options. There was a 3-day ticket option and a 4-day ticket option. This year they only have a 3-day ticket option. And so the tickets start out at $89 per day plus tax. And it's a 3-day single park ticket. So 1 park per day. And you can visit Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom, but you cannot visit Magic Kingdom with that promotional ticket.
Weird.
So it's good if you don't want to go to Magic Kingdom. But here's what I say to people. This is ideal if you're traveling to Disney for 2 different times. One would be in the summertime when they have the Magic Kingdom after hours. You buy the 3-day ticket that doesn't include Magic Kingdom, and then you do Magic Kingdom as an after hours.
Oh.
And the other time is if you're going in the fall and they have Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So then you go to the Halloween party for your Magic Kingdom time and you buy the cheap ticket for the other 3 parks.
That's good advice.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So that 3-day ticket is date based and it has start dates from April 6th, which is like next week, through September 22nd.
And I don't need to make a package or anything to get.
You
this
do
deal.
not.
I don't. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, this is interesting because I asked my kids, I was like, because we're thinking about something like this, and I saw this promote when it was on your notes. It's like, I asked them, could you live without Magic Kingdom? And they're like, yeah, I just want to eat at Epcot and whatever, and stuff like that. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
They've seen it though.
Yeah,
So
they've seen it. That's the thing. Yeah.
If your kid has it and sees the castle and that's the mainstay of it, then I mean, now
I was
you got
going
a
to
bigger
say,
problem.
I would say no, because I think you would want to see Tiana's Bayou Adventure just to.
Yeah, I asked them that too, and they're like, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your kid's like, whatever, Dad. Just
They just want to, they don't care. They just want to go. And so whatever they
Yeah,
can get,
that makes
that's what they want to
sense.
do. I feel like that's where they're coming from.
till they get there, and then they're like, "Can we do that?" Like, no, remember you said you weren't worried about it.
Because I told them, I was like, what about Tiana? I was like, we can wait on that one.
It is kind of odd though with Universal opening Epic and so many people going down to see that that they would like to have that, where it used to be where you would go to Disney and have that one Universal day.
Yeah.
Now I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people going to Universal and you have that one Disney day. But like if they were to have included Magic Kingdom into this 4-day ticket offering for like $99 a day, that may have been like, well,
balance it out.
Yeah, that might have helped people be like, well, we'll just try and make Epic Universe one day, since now you can get a 1-day ticket to it and see if we can get to see as much, because Disney's such a deal right now.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if like those going to Universal, if they have that one Disney day, which the Disney park they're going to pick. Probably
I don't
Magic
know.
Kingdom, right?
I would think.
Yeah.
Okay. You can mix them all. So I'm going through the fine print and I'm reading. You can actually add both of these ticket types to packages, but you can't mix them in the package. You could do that separately though. So for example, one of the least expensive ways to do the tickets this summer, if you want to do 3 days and you're okay missing Magic Kingdom, is to do your people 10 years old and up on the $89 per day deal. And then you do your kids at the 50% deal, because the 50% deal is cheaper than the $89 per day.
Oh, true,
so
yeah.
you can kind of, if you have, like my family, we have one child under 10, and then 3 of us would be over 10, obviously. And so we would do the room separate, and then we would do the 3 of us on the $89 ticket deal, and then we would do the one child at the 50% off. And then we would just visit Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Epcot. And just to be clear though, because I haven't said this yet, it is one time per each of those parks.
So no hopping.
Right, well, no hopping, and you also can't like do Epcot 2 days, Hollywood Studios 1 day.
Yeah.
So it has to be one
You
of
have to
each
do
park, yeah.
one at each park. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is good with me, but
Yeah, I could live with that.
This is why you get a because you're not going to find that information on Disney's website, folks.
Nope.
Book your tickets separate from your room, separate from the younger kid. I mean, you're not going to get that kind of advice from Disney. This is why you go to travel agent, because they're going to find the loopholes.
Yeah, she broke that down really well, because that all sounds confusing. If you got a kid and you split the kid in half, do you get a discount? That's like
Split the kid in half.
yeah. I mean, hey, look, if you save me $20, watch out. They go your kneecaps.
Like
I
a
mean,
old David Copperfield trick.
exactly. Put the
Yeah.
cheek on, they
Yeah.
like lose a foot in 10 years.
just to give you a sense of the savings, I checked out one of the least expensive days for summer. That is Tuesday, August 19th. And so if you were to buy a regular 3-day ticket starting on Tuesday, August 19th, that would just be one park per day. It would be $395.05 total, including tax. If you buy that same ticket, so starts at August 19th, 3-day ticket, and this one is the promotional, so you couldn't go to Magic Kingdom with it, your total would be $284.36. So you save like a little over $110 by
bad.
giving up Magic Kingdom, and you get the same amount of park visits. So yeah, not a bad savings for sure.
Could go to a meal for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, per person, a meal per person. So if you've got a family of 5 over 10 years old, you're saving almost $600.
Yeah, that sounds about right for me.
So there was one more promo that came out, and this one would usually be the promo I would have led with, but I feel like Disney has watered it down so much every year, and that
Oh
is
boy.
free dining.
Yeah.
Free dining came out.
Free dine.
Yippee.
It is back. It was back initially just for Disney Visa card holders, but everybody kind of knew it was going to come out the following week for everyone. It was just kind of giving Disney Visa folks a jump on it. And so this is a free dining plan. The type of dining plan you get depends on the category of hotel you book. And you have to have a non-discounted 4-night, 4-day package. So 4 nights in the resort, 4-day tickets at a minimum. And the ticket has to have a park hopper. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, that's a lot of stipulations for free.
So that bumps up
Yes,
the price
it is
for
a
sure.
lot of stipulations.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, so the prices or the dates are June 29th to September 30th. So that's pretty much all of July, August, and September. And then October 20th to November 1st. And then December 6th through December 22nd. So the later 10 days of October and nothing around Thanksgiving. So basically none of November is included.
Sounds like the less busy windows for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the middle end of December is actually included until you get to the holiday week, and then that's not included anymore.
Right.
Wow.
But if you can check in on December 22nd, you can get it for your trip. So
Oh, but
This is
still
such a gimmick. I swear.
free dining. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you go to a carnival and they have the basketball goal and people think they can make that shot, but that room's just a little bit too small for the ball.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
It throws you off your game. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's only available on certain room types and all that jazz. They mess around with it. So if you get a deluxe hotel or the Disney Vacation Club, the deluxe villas, you get the Disney dining plan, which includes the 1 table service meal per night. And if you stay at a moderate or a value, it is just the quick service plan. So that's something to be aware of. I actually had a client who was booked. She already had a park hopper ticket and she already had the Disney dining plan. So the one with table service, and they were staying at Port Orleans Riverside. And I was able to upgrade her to a Woods View room from a standard. So a slightly nicer room view. And then keep all her package components the same as what she already had because it's all what you have to have for the promotion. And she saved $500.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if you were already planning on the dining plan and the park hopper ticket, then it's a good deal and you're going to save money. But if you weren't somebody who was already planning on the dining plan and the park hopper ticket, it might not really be that much savings for you.
So she had the quick service dining plan?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. She had the Disney dining plan. But so you can still get the value of the quick service dining plan as a promotion. And then you just pay the difference between the quick service dining plan and the Disney dining plan.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes
So
sense.
you can still upgrade to the Disney dining plan, but you only get the discount of the value of the quick service plan.
Oh wow. You see,
But
okay,
she
I
still
didn't know
saved
that.
$500 over paying full price.
Right.
That's great. That really is great. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. That's awesome to know.
So it depends on the person is my answer. So it's not necessarily a bad deal. It just depends on what you are already planning to do and what your goals are for your trip.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I used to swear by the dining plan, but they squeezed every last drop of value out of it. Now, free is free, but I mean, yeah, to have the kind of free where, when you're thinking of a dining plan, you're thinking, oh, I want to be eating at nice restaurants no, probably not. If you want to eat one of those nice restaurants, you're pretty much killing 2 meals because it's one of those 2 credit type of deals. So that's the part that I don't like about the dining plan is that, so much of the value has been strangled out of it.
Yeah, it's changed a lot for sure since when we last did a show about it.
Yeah, it
Not
has.
that's why we reacted as we did.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Free dining.
But it is free. So, I mean, it's more of a ripoff when you pay for the dining plan.
Right.
Because you really have to eat a lot in order for it to be worth it, especially if you're traveling with kids. It's automatically not worth it. But when it comes to adults, it might be, but you have to I remember when we did a deluxe dining plan at one point in time, and that was too much food.
That was a lot of food.
Oh my
gosh,
God.
yeah.
We were hurting from eating that much, but the regular standard dining plan, I could have swore that it was always a built-in value, but it just little by little over time, the cost kept going up and up and up, and the amenities kept going down and down and down and down. And now pretty much you have to drink in order to get full value. You have to order the most expensive
Yeah, you
thing.
have to drink.
Yeah. And so there's all these things that you don't think about going into it. But if it's free, well then, okay, you're saving money. It's just that, to get the better one, you mean, you need to stay full price at
Yeah,
a nice
the
hotel
fancy
room.
hotel. I was gonna say,
And get a park hopper.
And a
like,
park hopper.
It's like
And the park
it's like
hopper.
those grocery stores where they're like, hey, you want points? You're like, oh, maybe I get enough points, I'll save a lot of money. It's like, no, you got to buy like $400 worth of groceries. And you get like a $2 coupon for the next time you show up. So it's like, it's free, but you have to do all of these different stipulations, and those aren't free to make sure you can get the thing that is free. So, I mean, that's a lot to navigate again. Still, it's not like to say, hey, you showed up, here's a free corn dog, kid. Like, I mean, you know.
See, Rachel, you said it starts at the end of June.
The dining plan starts at the end of June. Not the dining plan, but the free dining promotion. Yeah, June 29th was the first day. And that one goes through most of September. And then after that, it is more limited until you get to December.
So that wouldn't help us in our little trip.
No.
Our jaunt,
June 29th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yeah. No.
So be it.
Yeah, so be it.
More things announced for the summer, more reasons to go. This is actually something that my family's planning on for our summer trip. So I'm really excited about it. I was glad to see this being officially announced. Disney is bringing back the H2O Glow Nights at Typhoon Lagoon.
Oh, yeah.
Danny,
yeah.
you did that, right?
Yeah, we have seen that. I've seen that.
That was a lot of fun.
That was.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it when I went a few years ago. It's coming back in 2025 from May to September. I believe they said the first date is going to be May 23rd. So that's when the party comes back. Tickets go on sale starting April 1st, which is, after when this show comes out, it will have already happened. So April 1st is when you can start buying tickets if you have a resort stay. And then if you don't have a resort stay, you can start booking it on April 4th. Which is coming up shortly after this is released. So if anybody's interested, I do tickets only. Even if you're a local in Florida and you just want to buy tickets for this event, I can still help you book your tickets for this event. It is super reasonably priced.
Yes.
Kids get in for $42.50 and the adults get in for $85. And if you're an annual pass holder or Disney Vacation Club member, there is a discount as well on top of that.
For my party?
Yeah, for the party.
So we could go.
Yay!
Good.
Yes.
Yeah. The party is hosted by Partysaurus Rex. So it's Rex.
Who
from
got
Toy
ousted
Story.
of a job from Animal Kingdom. So now he's doing
Yeah, right. Yep. And so they do like a glow style like dance party near the wave pool. And so that's kind of like all going on near the wave pool. But then the rest of the park is open too. My favorite part about it is because it's Florida in the summer, it's still really hot. Like you want it to be hot when you're doing water park, right? Because being cold is no fun, but it's no sun. So you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn or having the pavement burn your feet or anything like that. So it's my favorite way to do a water park because it takes out all the things that make you worried and not feel good in a water park and it leaves you with just the fun. Plus it includes your complimentary snacks like Mickey Premium ice creams and popcorn and soft drinks are all included, which is so nice. And the lines for the attractions were essentially non-existent. When I was there, at least, there were like not many lines at all. And they put like extra fun inner tubes in the lazy river that are like character themed. And it was a cute night. I really enjoyed it. What did you guys think?
And I think some of them even glow. Like
some of them are glowing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love the event. I mean, it's like all the fun of Typhoon Lagoon without the blistering heat.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong?
I could live with that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I had that's the night I destroyed my phone because we were having so much fun. I was filming everything, and then I thought, waterproof iPhone. That's what I heard. No, that
Extra bag, that don't matter.
Yeah, I did
Tested that theory.
It did not work.
Did not work.
No, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. You know, one of the things I thought that was funny though, and maybe I've just been lucky because I've gone to Typhoon Lagoon a lot, but when you looked online, it advertised lower wait times for popular attractions like Typhoon Lagoon Surf Pool and Castaway Creek.
Surf pool?
Yes. Like, seriously, like I've seen the surf pool crowded, but I've never wait time.
Right. I've never had to wait for it.
Right,
Let alone Castaway Creek.
That's weird. The only thing I remember waiting for when I went was the water coaster.
Yes.
That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
only thing that had any line at all. And even that was a very short line, but I do remember like I had to wait a little, like 5 minutes maybe for the water coaster.
In Castaway Creek, that's the lazy river.
Lazy River,
Now,
Yeah.
I've been caught up in situations where you have to wait, but it's generally because people are waiting for another inner tube to come around because there are people in there and there's not inner tubes available. So you're waiting for that. I've had that, but no real wait time. There's nobody there. I don't even know how you would do that with the surf pool. Would I put a velvet rope with a gap and they got a guy in a headset? Like, sorry, you're not on the list yet.
He's not on.
Come back.
I know the owner.
Yes.
You're a sunbather at 35. I'm
Sorry, I can only let in 4.5 people over the age of 30.
Oh my God.
I don't even know how you would get away with a wait time for the wait.
That's hilarious.
That's insane. But
Bob Iger.
but it is a fantastic way. I think Typhoon Lagoon is a gem. And if you've never experienced it before, you will have a blast. I think you will.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I remember going to the actual rave party itself, and that was crazy because I think Goofy was DJing it. If I
Goofy was
remember.
there.
Yeah, like so you do get to go out there. I mean, of course, I'm older, so it was a younger crowd, but it ain't scared me none. I mean, like
You were down to party.
I was down to party. I might have danced bad.
Chip and Dale was there too.
That's right.
It's been
Chip
a little
and Dale.
bit. Maybe. I don't know. But I know there was Toy Story because
It was a lot of characters.
There was a lot
yeah.
of characters.
it's all themed off of that Toy Story short in the tub, right?
Yeah.
And that's where Partysaurus Rex comes
yeah.
from.
Yeah,
So
Partysaurus
I think
Rex.
that's why you got your Pixar people there.
But it's it is definitely a good time. I think like also there was like a professional dancers or professional
Yes.
ravers that they had there.
You're absolutely right. There was.
Ooh, that was what I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it was wild. And then like it was easy to go ahead and get drinks and like just move around and it was fun.
I'd be down with that. That'd be kind of fun. If
I
you
was
could swim that.
cool.
They even had like a drink and a pineapple.
That's right.
I was like, oh, they have Lapu Lapus here. It was not a Lapu Lapu. It was way too sweet and I couldn't enjoy it at all. But it was in a pineapple.
Oh, that's how they sell it because they make it more sugary.
Yeah, it was a little pricey, but yeah, it was easy to get to what you needed to do. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Cool. I'll be down with that.
Yeah.
Give that a shot.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I liked that. Also coming this summer are 2 new shows at Hollywood Studios. They start May 27th, both of them, which is, I think just after Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, around there.
Or like right around Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
So the first one is the long-awaited Villains show that is going in where the Lightning McQueen show used to be.
Ooh.
It is called Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After.
Unfairly
Yeah.
ever after.
Yeah.
It looks fun. It looks like it's going to be fun. I think the stage looks amazing.
Yes. I thought that stage was more interesting looking than I was expecting. The space itself, like from the concept art, looks much bigger than the space for the Lightning McQueen show.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
So I'm surprised, like that theater, I don't remember it being very big, but it looks big in the picture. So I don't know if it's just like a case of bad concept art again or what, like over promising, under delivering.
Right.
But it looks pretty big.
Or maybe it's supposed to like the maybe it goes
Wrap around?
around or it's a wraparound, but they've kind of flattened the image.
Yeah. Kind of like a globe.
Yeah, maybe. It says our dedicated team has spent nearly 2 years developing the cutting edge stage design for the show, which includes thrilling effects for the audience. So that sounds cool.
I like that.
I want thrilling effects.
I love thrilling effects.
Brand new stage with latest technology. And it does say comfortable theater seating. The seating that used to be in the Lightning McQueen theater was just benches.
It was not comfortable.
I'm going to guess that they've redone that if they're using the phrase comfortable theater seating.
Bench, please.
Yeah, they'd be crazy to say comfortable theater seating about what used to be there. So I think they've probably changed that too.
Oh my
The
God.
thing with that particular space is that it was a sound stage. So I wonder if they used more of it, whereas with the Cars thing, they didn't use as much of it.
Yeah, maybe.
So it's plausible.
Because they had that big animatronic of Lightning McQueen. I mean, that took up a ton of space.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, I'm hoping that they have a nice little run and then in about 3 or 4 years, it's shut down or moved to Villains Land in the Magic Kingdom. So Muppet Vision 3D can slide right in there and take its place next to the reimagined Muppets
They're going to have the theater seats anyway.
That would make sense.
Yes. I mean, look at this thing. It looks perfect for Muppet Vision.
Looks great.
I like that idea.
They've been toying around with the idea of a villains stage show for a long time. They've done it on the cruise ships. They've done it at after hours party. They had that club villain at one point in time. I mean, this is an idea that they really want to get over.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they keep coming back to it, but they keep coming back to it.
Probably want to see, they want to gauge the audience's desire for it. It's one thing to talk about it, but now if it's right there in your face, how many people are flocking and using this as something to pay for to do it? I'm guessing.
Well, they need that there so that when they shut down Rock and Roller Coaster to put in the Muppets, they have something over there to pull people to.
So you could like say, you guys are evil. This is where you need to go then.
But then go back to what you said, they could also be using this to kind of gauge people's reactions to the villains and being like, oh,
Yes.
okay, what should we do with Villains Land itself? Like, again, I would love to see this show it's such a weird placement of the show. Like Sunset Boulevard by itself is just like a hodgepodge between, you got a Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster, you got a haunted hotel, you've got a villain stage show.
A bathroom.
I don't know how any of this fits together whatsoever. It is kind of wild, but I think it would be fun with all these different shows and Club Villain and Unfairly Ever After. And what was the other one that they did? Unleash the Villains was something that they had at one point. I would just want to see them do like the Adventurers Club with villains.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be really cool, actually.
Where you have cast members who kind of mingle around. It's like a lounge. You have a drink, and then you walk in. They do a performance. I think that would be really, really, really cool. But there's like this whole villains and fair. They seem to be capitalizing on this whole, thing, this new trend now where all villains are just like misunderstood or something, I guess. Like we were treated unfairly ever after. Like that, it's got to be what the theme is, right?
Yeah, they tell that version of the story like Johnny and Cobra Kai.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fairly Ever After.
Wasn't my fault. She was more beautiful than me.
I mean, I don't know maybe those puppies attack Cruella. That's why she's wearing them as a coat. I don't know how she got unfairly treated, but I think this is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. This is one of the few shows that I think I would go see.
I would go see
that.
For
For
sure.
It's something different, and they should spotlight them.
Yeah, I don't care about the second one we're going to be talking about in a minute, but this one, yes, I absolutely will see it.
Yeah. Well, that second one is the new Little Mermaid show. So this is the replacement for the Little Mermaid show that had been at Hollywood Studios for quite a long time. This is called The Little Mermaid, a Musical Adventure. And I feel like I don't have much to say about this.
Thank you. It's
going to be fully reimagined. And I hope that there is live singing.
Really, right?
Right? I would hope. So that feels like a basic minimum. It says they're going to be adding some different songs to it than were in the last one. So like extra songs. I mean, it talks about puppetry, which was in the last one too, and costumes. And it to me, it just sounds like we took what we had and we made it a little bit more modern, which was much needed. Don't get me wrong. Right. So like, I'm glad they did that. But it doesn't seem like it's really going to be a whole lot different than what they had there before. Yeah,
the concept art looks like still like a blacklight show.
Yes.
I know, it does. Yeah, it doesn't look that much different.
No, not at all. I don't know. I just don't understand the idea behind it redoing this. Like, I mean, who doesn't know the story of The Little Mermaid by now? I mean, you've got other properties that you could be doing this with. I mean, that Little Mermaid show ran forever.
Well, you got the ride in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
That tells the exact same story.
Do we really need another retelling of the... It's like watching a Spider-Man movie and being like, oh, great, another Spider-Man origin story. Wonderful. I want to see this again, don't I? It's like, come on, man, give me something a little bit different. So, that's why I'm not all that excited about this at all. But I'm sure it'll be beautiful. Do they still do that Beauty and the Beast stage show as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. And that one also needs a reimagining for sure.
That's been there forever.
It's a tale as old as time. It's going to be there forever.
and ever and ever and ever again. Yeah, that's right.
Beauty and the Beast, Indiana Jones, both of those, if they got rid of both of those shows tomorrow, I don't think anyone would have a problem. Yet they keep closing things that we like.
I tell you what,
that's fair.
To your point, Danny, I think the Coco show blacklit like that.
Boom.
Like when he's in like the underworld or the dead world.
Yes.
Whatever they call it. I think would have been awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Those colors would just pop.
Great music, not overplayed. It's not songs that you've heard a gazillion times over to where unless you really went out of your way to do it, they have not overplayed Coco. And that would be a perfect thing to put in there because, then new audiences could find it.
And the sequel's coming out later, so now you can build your audience again. That would make sense.
Wonderful.
I still listen to that music. The other day, I
love it.
I discovered the recording of Voctave, which is basically Liberty Voices.
Oh, yeah.
The Voices of Liberty and
They're
Mariachi
so
Cobre
good.
together singing Remember Me on YouTube, and it's freaking awesome.
I'm going to say, remember me, that's a cool song. I had
Yeah.
no anything you said before that.
No, these are two. Unless you intentionally watch these shows, like Mariachi Cobra is a group that sings in
Mexico.
Epcot. It's the Mariachi group.
Before you go into oh my
And
God.
Voctave actually is a lot of singers from
Voices of Liberty, yeah, in American Pavilion when they sing the little pre-show that they sing in the Rotunda.
Okay.
That's a killer vocal group.
Well,
But
the
they
mariachi,
combined- yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that. But okay, now I'm with you.
Yeah, no, but
Okay.
it's a really good version. But I think Coco would be great.
Yeah.
I need more Coco in my life.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's something new. They should try it. People flock to it when it happens. Whenever they use Coco property to upgrade something, people are like, good idea, Disney. Get the cocoa in your life.
And it tastes great in milk. Hot milk.
It does.
With marshmallows.
That is good
with
cereal.
marshmallows, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. The next thing is not necessarily coming this summer. They didn't really release a time of year, but they said later this year. And that is Geo 82, which is going to be a lounge in Epcot. It's going to be in Spaceship Earth. It's actually the old Siemens Lounge. they
Siemens
used to
Lounge,
be there.
yeah.
I've been
Yeah, and they're they're redoing it to be Geo 82, and it looks really awesome. And the very unique thing about this is it is going to be the very first location that is only for adults. So guests 21 and older only.
That is interesting.
that is the very first one to ever done that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know. I mean, you can bring kids into Victoria and Albert's. I mean, I don't know why you would, but you could.
When I heard that, I looked into the Pirates Lounge because I was like, man, I wonder if is this going to be a new thing that they're doing? But I was able to find, I don't know how you could argue that this just does what everybody who's ever been to Epcot it says about Epcot, which is that it's pretty much an adult's park. There's some things for kids, but you'll eat that up in a few minutes. But primarily, it's all about eating and drinking, and that just kind of goes to play with that. Space 220, another great lounge over there that kids are allowed. Man, I wonder if they're going to have like an adult entertainment section in there, or something 21 and older to get in.
I peeked up right there.
Princess on a pole.
Yeah, there's a black light show for you.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't think they're going to do that.
Princess Down Under.
Princess Town.
But just the fact that they say that, though, you got to be 21 to enter. I love the name.
That's what you think of.
Yeah, it's a cool name. Innovative cocktails and globally influenced small plates. That sounds right up my alley. I'm excited about that.
I could do that.
And it is going to be it says the first of two lounges, but I do know it actually mentions it specifically in this article too, that the lounge for the Pirates of the Caribbean inspired tavern is going to be family friendly in Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
So that one will be a family friendly one, and that will also open later this year. So later this year is the terminology they're giving us, which is vague, but yeah. So Geo 82 looks pretty cool. The concept art looks, really neat. I wish there was like an open air component, like a balcony or a terrace or something.
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
nice.
overlooking.
Ride. Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Because my favorite part about Nomad Lounge is the porch, the open air porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And it does not look like that's going to be a component of this experience. It will be all indoors, which is fine, but it's just a little, I like the open air part.
I dig what they're doing with the little geodesic light sphere.
Oh, the light fixtures,
Yeah.
those look cool.
Those look
Yeah.
really cool. But the actual concept, that lounge looks like any hotel lobby bar that you could ever.
Yeah, it does.
It's not very exciting looking at all. Now, granted, maybe they're doing it because they're like, oh, who gives a what it looks like in here? Everyone's going to be looking at there.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is.
Right.
And I like the idea of the reservations behind it. Although, my God, getting a reservation for nighttime,
the one- yeah.
that's going to be
The top of the world's tough.
that's going to be tough to get into.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is also coming this year, new news. And then the last thing I have for Disney World is that Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is going to be closing sometime soon. They didn't give like an exact date, but that is going to be closing for updates, and I'm excited about the updates. It is going to be much more like the Disneyland version. So it's going to have the handheld blasters. It's going to have like the targets that sort of interact when you hit them. So you know that you hit them. And then the targets may make other things in the scenery move or open or do something because you hit them. There's a pretty good video on social media that they posted that shows some of those things happening and how those will be interactive. But it does say that it will close in August, no exact date, like I said before, and then it'll reopen sometime in 2026. So this is going to be a longer downtime. But I really think it's needed. The last few times I've been on this ride, it's like broken down every single time I've been on it. It just looks worn.
Dated.
Yeah.
Dated. Yeah. They could do so much more with it. So I'm glad they're shutting it down and refreshing it. And then hopefully when it comes back, it will have less downtime and be more engaging.
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere too. Like you didn't even.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, there was no mention of that at D23. No mention about this new interactive technology that at the what was that show?
XS.
That
Oh,
thing.
South by Southwest.
Oh, South by Southwest. Yeah.
Right, nothing like that. So I'm really glad they're doing it.
I do like this was needed for me at least. It's like each of the guns in the car are going to have its own color, so you can tell like where you're
aiming.
Yeah,
What you're actually hitting?
Yeah, you can actually hitting like where you're pointing if it's actually you're in the right vicinity.
Right.
That's good.
So that's going to be nice or reassuring at least.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly. That's been my major problem with that ride. It's like you're shooting at the same target 30 times and you're like, am I hitting it? Because you're looking for that little red dot to show up.
And there's
on
so
it.
many red dots blinking. It's like, am I doing this?
Right.
And then you get beat by the person who got like 20 million and you like, how I get 2,000? I thought we should at the same thing.
Those are the people who know the secret hidden little thing that you hit that makes something go crazy or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, man. The only thing I would say is that I kind of just wish that it's not going to kill it for me or anything like that. I just kind of wish that they changed the theming on this a bit. Like
a different mission?
Well, I mean, you already have a Toy Story Land. I mean, it's so weird nowadays where it's like, like we were talking about before with the villains thing. Well, you're having a villains land. So you're going to have a villains land and then villain show over in Hollywood Studios and a villains land in Magic Kingdom. You got a Buzz ride in Magic Kingdom. Meanwhile, Toy Story Land really only has one attraction that anyone gives a damn about. I mean, well, I guess Toy Story Mania, I guess. But I mean, they could have really done something with Toy Story Mania and made that more of a Buzz-centric attraction or something. But I mean, I don't know. I just kind of wish like maybe they would put like Ralph Breaks the Internet in there or something like that. Do something a little bit more futuristic.
Something more
cool.
Tomorrowlandy.
Tomorrowlandy, yeah. Or futuristic like the internet, using the internet in there. Because I mean, yeah, those cardboard cutout aliens that you're shooting at, it's cool, but it's a small gripe, just a small gripe.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the one other thing that I wish that they would have done. Part of me is wondering if they're not doing this because of Mario Kart. They're like, well, this is our Mario Kart. It's a little bit like, look, things move.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, because you got kids. Kids are used to seeing way more nouveau stuff than what they had going on this attraction before. So that is a good point. I mean, the future may not like that, so you better upgrade it.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what the experience of Mario Kart is, and I know that's coming up soon.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, you're shooting turtle shells at other riders and stuff like that. So
You got the altered,
the
VR?
goggles.
yeah, the VR, yeah, virtual reality kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Alter reality. I think
I've
it's what
never
it's-
used
yeah.
those things before.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you'll
that'd
see
be
the
cool.
physical sets, but then you'll see the things projected. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I'd be curious.
Yeah,
I mean that's a good point. I like that. Maybe this is like their way of keeping up with Mario in a different way.
Give kids something fun to shoot at. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, good luck
absolutely.
with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that was my last piece of Disney news. The big Universal news in the last couple of weeks has been single day Epic Universe tickets.
Now we're talking.
And then
Yay.
I know. And then this week, we also got some information on how Express Pass is going to work at Epic Universe. There is no such thing as unlimited Express Pass there yet. Maybe someday, but not yet. They just have the regular Express Pass, which is one time per attraction per day.
Fair enough.
Yep. And so that is now available. It will not be included in your Premier Resort stay. So if you stay at one of the Premier Resorts, unlimited Express Pass is included for the other
The other parks, yeah.
Like the older parks,
Yeah.
the OG parks. I don't know. Yeah.
That works.
The Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, but it will not be included for Epic Universe. So you will have to purchase that separately.
Separately, okay, gotcha.
Well, but hold up. Now, so there's no way to purchase, like, let's say I'm going to Universal. I'm going there for 4 days. Epic Universe is part of my stay. There's no Express Pass. I got to buy 2 separate versions of Express Pass if I want to go? Or is there one Express Pass that encompasses Epic Universe?
There is one Express Pass that you can buy. Like if you have a 3-day ticket, you can buy Express Pass that would kind of cover your ticket.
Okay.
But that if you're staying at a Premier Resort, unlimited Express Pass is already included in your stay for the other 2 parks, and you can only go to Express Pass, or you can only go to Epic Universe 1 day. So you would just want to buy the single day Express Pass for the day you're going to be there.
Okay. But if I'm staying off-site and I want to get Express Pass and I've got like
you can do that.
Okay, good. My mom and dad are talking about wanting to go and staying off-site, but
well, that's what we'd be doing too if we went and made it happen in June too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So what's this going to cost us?
A lot. So
I appreciate that honesty.
Oh, maybe not. We maybe won't do this in June.
All right. So nice to hear about everything. Okay, go ahead.
yeah. So the Express Passes for Epic Universe start at $130 per person per day. But I'm looking at a calendar right now and I'm struggling to find the day when they're actually $130. Oh, I just found it. It's late September. So before that, so the park opens May 23rd. Before that, it is much, much more than that to get your Express Pass. So on May 23rd, it's $260 per person per day. On the next day, the 24th, it's $270 per person per day. And then most other days, it's somewhere between $230 and $250 per person.
That's
per
right.
day.
Influencers, you better get your money up.
Yes. And so that
Wow.
that lasts all the way into August until it starts going down pretty steadily. So in August, we get down to like 180, 150, 140. And then September is when we get down to 130. So the price fluctuates each day.
Greatly.
So the tickets will probably fluctuate too with that.
The tickets do fluctuate as well, but it's not quite as much of a fluctuation. They're a little bit more steady in prices and they're actually cheaper. So it's cheaper to go to the park than it is to buy just Express Pass. like your park ticket is cheaper than your Express Pass.
So we're looking at a little less than $500 for 1 day if we went in the beginning of June.
Right. Because you're like $200 for your ticket and then like $300 for your Express Pass.
Worth it.
So the tickets in June, like tickets only, are between $174 and $179 pre-tax. And then that is actually almost every single day in July is $179. August is $179 or $164. So actually, very consistently, your Express Pass is more expensive than your ticket itself.
I mean, look, you're talking about going a couple of weeks after the park opens. I mean,
Right.
of course it's going to be.
It's going to be pricey. Yeah, absolutely.
I have no problem with them doing this.
I can live with that.
I will say my grouch about the Express Pass is it doesn't include a lot of the attractions that people are really excited about.
Oh, so what does it include?
Wait a minute. Wait, is the monsters?
Yeah.
Is the monsters thing on there?
The Monsters thing is on there.
Oh, good. Done and done.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, never mind. Who cares?
So give us the rundown. What do you got going on here? What are you playing for?
So I'm pulling up the details. There are 3 attractions that are not included. They do have the word subject to change on
wait. Can we guess? Can we guess?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, yeah, you can guess. Sure.
I'm going to say the Harry Potter one.
Harry Potter for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, that is not included.
Right,
Harry
so
Potter
one.
Battle at the
Okay.
Ministry is not included.
The Donkey Kong coaster.
Correct. That is not included.
All right.
Minecart Madness.
Pressure's
is
on,
not
Eli.
included.
Pressure's on.
Jeez. It's gotta be something else. It's
I have a guess, but I'll let you go first.
Celestial Park.
The roller coaster there?
Yeah,
That
Fancy.
one is called Stardust Racers, and that is included.
Oh, that's cool.
happy
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's good. That's
That
promising.
was a good guess, though. E.
Yeah, that was a good guess.
Thank you.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Really?
I was thinking Stardust Racers. I'm like,
Okay. So
I'm lucky I whooped at that because that price was so high that she was quoting earlier. I hadn't taken my blood pressure medicine yet, so I was getting a little dizzy off these prices. But okay, go ahead. What do you think?
so there's
It's got to
one
be
more.
something popular and hot. If that's the thing, it's got to be something popular and hot.
what else would be popular? Donkey.
Mario Kart?
Yeah,
No, because that would take.
No.
What about that?
That would take two
Mario-
things off the line.
Right. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense.
All right.
Well, maybe
I mean, the only
couldn't
other
be
thing
the
is like
werewolf ride.
No.
the coaster in the Dragon.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can train the
that's it.
dragon.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's-
What's it
It's
called?
called
Hiccups.
Dragon Racers Rally.
Yeah, Dragon Racers Rally. Yeah.
I don't give a
That
damn
one
about
is
that.
not included. So those three are
Oh.
not included. Dragon Racers Rally, Minecart Madness, and Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. The ones that are included, there are 10. Constellation Carousel, Curse of the Werewolf,
Yeah.
Fire Drill,
Fire.
and it's spelled FYRE.
That's where you
Drill.
squirt each other with water.
Yes.
Yeah, that's in
I wanna do
the
that.
Dragonland.
Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon.
Hiccups Wing Gliders. That's also in the Dragonland. Le Cirque Arcanus, which is going to be that like show in Harry Potter. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Monsters Unchained. Stardust Racers. The Untrainable Dragon, which I believe is a show as well. And Yoshi's Adventure.
So it's not the roller coaster in Train Your Dragon. It's the one that has you can control the spin of your car. It's like on two big boom arms and it just kind of go at each other. So I can live with that. Yeah.
I thought that one was the Wing Gliders.
No, Wing Gliders is the coaster because when you said that, I was like, wait, that's Hiccups Wing Gliders. That's the coaster.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you corrected that. So yeah. So the coaster then is included. It's the other thing you were talking about where you choose, you have a little bit more control over it. Dragon Racers Rally.
Yeah. It's this little thing right here. Okay, so that I can live with not
Oh,
having to
hell
ride
no.
this.
I don't ever need
I'm
to
okay
do
with
Yeah,
that.
that.
a day
it's
in
the
my
like
life.
barrel rolls,
Yes.
like they were showing that was one that we could see on the like the drone. Remember when the drone was taking all the pictures of it?
Yeah, the guy
I
on
feel like
Twitter,
that was one of the first things that they had up that you could see with the drone.
Bioreconstruct. That's it. Yeah.
Bioreconstruct. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like dying for that. Yes. So yeah, no, that thing with the arms where the dragons are on the arms, that's not included.
Okay, as long as the coaster and How to Train Dragons on the expressway, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
the coasters.
I don't need to ride this yet.
No.
But I don't need to ride this now for sure.
I am not riding
No.
that.
That just
I'm
looks
good.
like it's just going to make me sick.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's for young people.
Yeah.
But 3 attractions is a lot to have off.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. You think this is still a car that's subject to change because it would
No.
make sense to me to gauging what attractions would bring in the most traffic, and then once they actually see it happen, do they change it up?
And then I'll add it. Yeah. They did the same thing with Hagrid's.
Yeah.
When Hagrid's first opened, they didn't include it with the Express Pass, and everybody had to go into the line, regardless of who you were. So you could show up early, rope drop, whatever the version of rope drop is called over at Universal, and shoot over to Hagrid's. I'm guessing those
entry.
the early entry. I'm guessing these 3 attractions are the exact same thing for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Hagrid's is now on Express Pass, yes, if I remember correctly.
I'm looking it up
Yeah.
right now because you like got me thinking. I'm like, oh, I don't think it is.
Maybe
but
not. It was like that. I know that and Velociraptor were the same kind of concept when they
Islands of
first opened.
And
Adventure.
Velociraptor did end up on there. at one
No.
point. Yeah, I think it'll.
Hagrid's is not included.
Still not.
Velocicoaster got added. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think
Okay.
so, but like when you started talking, I was like second guessing myself.
Wow,
but
Hagrid's still not on
yeah.
there. Okay.
No, it's not. But
That's what it was last
The-
time we went.
Velocicoaster was added.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah. Interesting.
Well,
Yeah,
I
very interesting.
I hope that Dragon Rally thing becomes a big crowd goblin because I have no desire to get on that, but
I just want the
leave
coaster.
Everything else open, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, I bet you like 1 or 2 of these come off of there over time.
Yeah, I think.
And I think that's why they put card
Right.
subject to change kind of thing, because if there's any complications, then they might switch things around. But I think what you see here is what it's going to be when the park opens, and they're going to make adjustments as time goes on. I think it's going to be forever and a day before that Harry Potter attraction shows up on there, though.
Yeah, it could be tough. I
Yeah.
mean, definitely past Christmas or the holiday season at the end of this year. So, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'd do that. I think
I'm
it'd be
still excited.
for the podcast at beginning of
Yes.
June. I'd save up the money, play extra gigs, and just to do that, to have the opportunity, one of the first people when it officially opens,
Sure.
Yeah.
to experience that and give it the information to you guys.
Yeah.
And VIP tours are also available. Obviously, they are more expensive than the express passes at Epic Universe. However, you get the 4 hours of the guided, front of the line access, but then it also includes express pass. So you could get express pass for the day and use it for those attractions we just said were included, and then use your tour guide to take you on the 3 attractions that are not included. And that would be if you get a VIP tour spot.
And how much is that?
Yeah, so that's like another $200 on top of that. So now you're looking to make your day around $700 per person.
200 on top of the 130 or the 200 on top of the 200?
200 on top of the 500 we spent.
Oh,
We're looking at
good
700.
So now you're up to around $700 per person, depending on the day, all that good stuff.
My kid don't need to go to college.
College overrated. You go to online school.
Let her take out loans.
Yeah.
I don't need that dentist appointment. I don't need that surgery.
No.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
What do we do for the listeners?
Surgery.
The sacrifices.
Oh
my
man.
God. $700 for one day at Epic, and we get to see everything.
But then you get to see everything, right?
And when I say it like that, I'm like,
Well, you have to do it, right? For what it is. You have to do it.
I
But
got
it's
a gig
like,
booked before then. I don't know.
well, we're not musicians, Kevin. So I don't know for our case.
You're going to go out hooking. You better hit the street.
You got to stand on the street corner or something.
Yeah.
Sucky $5.
Yeah, but to bring out them stilettos. I haven't bought them out in a while, but my God.
You see? Here you go.
Right there. Oh, man. $700. Does the VIP tour include food from the, whatever you would call the universal plan? I mean, my
It
God.
includes a relaxing massage.
So, guys, at the end of the show, when Eli's promoting himself, listen carefully for his OnlyFans page.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's going to start selling feet pics.
It does include valet parking.
Oh, that could be helpful.
Well, hey,
I mean, we're going to
yeah.
be driving from a Disney resort.
In a limousine?
No. Well, yeah.
Think of it as well. Style and
Something
profile.
to keep in mind.
700.
700. Okay.
I mean, we're at 500. We might as well just go up to 2 more.
Not
I
afraid.
know. I
Not
wonder
afraid.
if that's kind of how they
And then we got
got
to buy food and drinks. And
Not
just
listen.
a $1,000 day at Epic. That is an epic
I mean,
cost.
yeah,
That is
very
epically,
easily.
yeah.
You could very easily spend $1,000 on a single day.
Jeez. Okay, I got an idea. Yeah, loaf of bread, lunch and meat. That's all we.
Loaf of bread.
That's all we eat while we're out
Oh,
there.
no, sir.
No.
No, we gotta give the listeners the benefit of our experience. So we gotta tell them about all the restaurants. We gotta tell them about Atlantic,
Oh, we got to
Yeah,
do
I
that
just-
show one day.
Blue Dragon.
I just added
We
the
gonna
ticket
die.
and the VIP experience for that June 7th weekend, and it was $700. There's $776.38.
Close to
almost
800.
Close to 800. Yeah.
So that's going to easily be $1,000 day.
yeah, it's my mortgage. I would say right there.
Yeah.
I think the bank is very understanding.
They are actually.
Yeah.
It's called foreclosure. They understand
I
that.
don't know. Somehow the neighbors seem to keep their house.
I see him sell a spleen or something. I don't know. What's my spleen worth? these
No,
days?
you talk to them and they'll figure it out. Yeah. No, look, it's worth it to do the effort because it's just opening fresh. So
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the express pass and the ticket together is actually $446. So you're
Oh.
looking at almost $300 more for VIP.
And we just got to stand in line for the other 3.
Yep. And no valet parking.
Oh,
No valet parking.
Well, if we Uber, that
No,
could be
3.
cheaper.
It was the other 3 attractions. So you would have to stand in line for
Okay.
those. Well, you didn't care about the one with the crazy
2,
arms.
yeah. So Harry
And
Potter
Dragonland.
and what's the other? What's the
What?
other one? Oh,
The
Donkey Kong.
minecart.
Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
Donkey
Donkey
Kong,
Kong.
yeah.
I could stand in line for 2 things, I guess.
Yeah, I could too.
Grab
I
a
got a problem
drink,
with that. Yeah.
You'll figure
stand
that
in
out.
line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
$400 is more appealing than $800.
You think?
Just a little bit, just a skosh.
Just a tiny bit.
And now Rachel's back on the trip.
Yes, it did.
We need Patreon subscribers, guys. What are y'all doing?
We need Patreon subscribers.
Like, I know it's a recession, but come on.
Oh my god.
Not yet. Not technically.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well.
April. Yeah, April 11th.
Oh man, okay. All right, so that's it, huh?
Yeah.
It sounds like.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. So that's all the stuff coming for this summer or sometime this year.
Yeah, this summer and into the fall. There's some stuff coming online. Sounds good. I was like, our family's taking a trip in August, and I've been thinking a lot about what we want to do. We're definitely doing H2O Glow Night. We're definitely doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. No dates for that yet, but hopefully soon. And, it's coming back. So anyway, so we're definitely doing those two things. And then I'm trying to figure out how we're going to play the rest of our trip. And so I've been playing around with like, should we do the 3-day ticket and do those parties at night? Or should we just buy a single day ticket and then do on those other 2 days, we only do the parties? So we're trying to figure that out. But I hate to say it, but I feel like we're probably not going to visit Animal Kingdom because there's just nothing new coming. I checked out that Zootopia show. It's not coming until later after summer. And so I just don't see like a great reason that compels me to visit Animal Kingdom.
The ambiance.
And then even Hollywood's. Yeah, I mean, I want to visit Animal Kingdom, but I just mean like if I'm bringing my family and we want to focus on things we haven't done, there's not a lot in Animal Kingdom. There's those 2 shows coming to Hollywood Studios, but I'm not sure that's worth the park hopper upgrade for me.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
That would be like another $100 per person just to go see the villain show. And I don't know if it's worth it for that. So I think we might just do H2O Glow Night, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and a day at Epcot.
Mickey's Not So Halloween
Party. Buy a 1-day ticket. Yeah, Mickey's Not So awesome. Halloween Party.
Well, it's not so Halloween in August, is it?
It's not so Halloween. It's going to be August. Yeah,
Halloween adjacent. Yeah.
The candy melts.
Halloween adjacent.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, look, as you can tell from listening to this show, there's a lot of complications that can happen when booking vacation. And it'd be helpful if you used Rachel. And helpful to us and helpful to her if you use Rachel to book those vacations. If you want to learn how to do this, we're about to tell you how to do that in just a little bit. Well, y'all, we hope you enjoyed hearing about all these different discounts and promotions and new openings that are coming online for both Disney and Universal for summer 2025 and beyond. Look, if you want to learn more about the Magic Our Way podcast, you can follow us on any social media platform. Plus, if you want to share your opinions on anything we've talked about, you can do so through the following ways. First of all, shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com or call or text us at 1-815-MOWEEKEND. That is 1-815-MOWEEKEND 669-4226. And of course, we have a couple of people do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli does things with comics. What you got?
Yes, as always, please visit ivorycomics.com. You see all the work that I have there. Fully colored pages such as Project Geisha, Savages, and The Molly Be Damned. There's also links to interviews and blogs, and of course, to the Magic Our Way podcast. So you never miss a beat. You never miss a promotion. You never miss. I'm going to have to figure out how to pay for this part of the trip because the OnlyFans page is coming. I don't know what to tell you right there. I'm shining up my toenails right now. But
thank goodness.
Yes. Well, you don't want to break the internet just yet. But yes, I appreciate the support from the past for those who bought books from me. And so, yes, please visit ivorycomics.com. Also, social media, Facebook, I'm right there. Eli H. Ivory is where you're going to find me. As long as you're a real person, it's a pleasure to meet you. If you're a bot, I have no desire to greet you unless you're going to give me some money and not tell me something like you're holding the Prince of Wakanda hostage and I got to give you my bank account in order to save him, because shouldn't have to do that. But yes, also on Facebook, there's a Project Geisha fan page. A lot of people visit that. Again, thank you on that. Also on Instagram, EIV504 is where you can find me there, posting up the hearts and see what you guys got. And also on X, I can be found at Hancock 10166. So yes, if you appreciate the madness, they're just bringing me the gladness. Thank you very much.
And as I mentioned before, you need that help booking that vacation, and Rachel is the person that can help you do it. Rachel, how do they do this?
Yes, the best way to find me is by email. My email is Rachel, RACHEL @magicourway.com. The other ways to reach me are on social media. You can find me at Our Family Magic. That's the letter R and the words Family Magic all smushed together like one word. On Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So you can find me there. You can send a direct message. Then the easiest way, other than email, I think, is to just text me. My phone number is 978 432-WISH, WISH. You can text me or call me there and I can help you as well. Let me know that you're a listener of the show. Booking with me is at no extra cost to you at all. It costs exactly the same thing, sometimes even less than if you booked it on your own. And some of the value of your vacation comes back to support this podcast community. So it's just a really easy and free to you way to help support the podcast and the show that you enjoy listening to. And you also get the benefit of my help as much or as little as you'd like. You know, if you want me to just book you and then stay out of it, I'm happy to do that. If you want me to book you and help you brainstorm ideas for your trip and double check pricing and do all of the, you know, soup to nuts help you plan, I can do that too. So anyway, I just am so excited to hear from people and honored that you might have me as a part of your really cool vacation. So thank you so much for reaching out and I'm looking forward to it. Go ahead, reach out.
Props to you for using the term soup to nuts. I haven't heard that in a long time.
It started coming out and I was like, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm just going to do it.
Respect. I heard that. I was like, oh man, I hadn't heard somebody say soup to nuts in ages. Respect.
I liked it. Yeah.
There you go. Respect. Right there.
Right on.
All right. Look, in addition, go to patreon.com/Magic Our Way to elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast and help us pay for our June trip. And another option that also costs a minute or so of your time is to leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts and or wherever you access our show, whether it is YouTube, Spotify, Podbean, etc. Any way which you can support the show is deeply appreciated. We also want to thank you for being a loyal listener, and we love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are welcome on the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So we say Kwaherini, my name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
All right, nachos are on plates.
And yar. Bye.